accept your call. All right. It
Let's
is
get
the
it.
show brought to you by Recon Text. We have signature sponsors on the show, and I'm so proud. I'm so happy that Recon Text is one of them. It's Recon Text, your
Do you
one-stop
think we should
vehicle
call somebody to
reconditioning
look at
center.
your pick line?
What?
Do you think we should call somebody to look at your pick line, or is it still bothering you?
Call 217-670-1132. It's Recon Text. Call them and you get a detail set up for yourself. Your car gets detailed. It'll look better than new. I'm sorry, I'm having to shut off Steve's microphone because we're talking about his pick line while we're trying to start the show. Hold on.
And yesterday it hurt just to have it rub against my back.
He's still talking about his pick line. All right. Get a detail for your car. Get your car detailed and looking great. It'll look better than it did when it was brand new. You guys, they will take care of you at Recon Text. Also, find out about their coating. That's right, their coatings. The coatings make your car sparkling clean. You get like a 3 or 5 or 7 year coating. It's better than. Here's how it works. You don't have to wax your car for the entire duration of the coating, which means all you do is just take it through a car wash and it looks sparkling clean. It's really amazing, the Tsunami coating. And right now, oh, thank God he's not talking to the nurse anymore. And right now, they have a sale on remote car starters. Where this car starts, you just hit a button and your car starts and it'll be all warmed up before you need anything. It is at Recon Text. Very, very awesome. They install it, they put it in, all that stuff. They take care of it at Recon Text, one of our signature sponsors. The other signature sponsor, Just Beds. That's right, the fantastic Just Beds, which Steve cannot wait. He cannot wait to get out of his situation now. Can't wait to get out of that hospital and get into his Just Beds bed, which they delivered to his house, and he has not even gotten a chance to lay in it yet. So he hasn't even gotten a chance to see how that bed is, how it feels. But
It is comfortable.
Yeah, you said you got in it, right? You laid in it?
Yes. Yep, I had to lay in it, and it is comfy.
Yeah, look at that. She said it's very nice, Steve. Said that bed is very, very, very nice. I like that, buddy. Steve has not found out for himself, but Christina has found out about that bed, and she says it's awesome. It's Just Beds, and they do all delivery too. When you buy a bed from Just Beds, all you do is go home. Just pick it out, pay for it, and go home. They will deliver it. I said remote car start. Here's how the remote car start works. You just hit a button, and the car starts, because Jeff's asking questions. He said, he goes, "How is that? How that car remote start work? It's a button. You just hit the little button, and the car starts, and it's warm for you before you get in from Recon Text. And they're doing it for a good price right now. So there you go. Your sass is not appreciated, Jeff. When I'm trying to read these signature sponsors ads, and Steve's in the background talking to his nurse about his pick line." Please understand that's very hard for me to. I'm doing like 4 things at once, and I'm trying to keep Steve from violating his own HIPAA, having HIPAA laws, or hippo. In Steve's case, it's the hippo laws.
Hippo.
Having his hippo line.
Wow.
Oh, God, he was unbelievable. He's having conversations with somebody now. Look at him.
Whoever it is must be hot, because look at that. He was smiling.
When he gets the hot nurses, he gets so he's so confused. He's so flummoxed.
Yes, he is.
Now I want to see what he's talking about. It's killing me. I bet it's holding me. Let's see if it'll unmute. Oh, now it won't let me unmute because
he muted it. Yep.
Oh, well. Anyway, how you guys doing? What's up, everybody? We're here. This is our free show today. We have 2 shows. The first show is the free show. And the second show, which comes tonight, is our subscriber show. Now, the last 2 weeks, let's see. The day before Christmas was our Christmas show.
Mm-hmm.
Or the week before Christmas was the Christmas show. That was the 21st or whatever that was. That was the Christmas show.
Mm-hmm.
And then last week was the show where we announced the listener of the year. So what is there anything special on tonight's show? Is there any special thing we're announcing or
Not that I know of. But who knows? We may be announcing Steve's going home tonight. I don't know, because he's bound and determined he's leaving the hospital.
Yeah. Did they get his insurance thing worked out?
Nope. I called her yesterday while we were there and talked to her myself, and she got in there and she looked everything up and she said it's still processing.
Oh, geez.
And Dan was right, with the holiday in there.
Yeah.
She even said the same thing. She's like, well, we had a holiday, so it's delayed a couple of days. And
Steve said that they told him Medicaid dropped him.
Mm-hmm.
But then Dan said, he goes, there was some screw up where Medicaid had a glitch or something during the year. And because Steve hasn't been to the hospital,
mm-hmm.
it probably, it had its thing when they tried to use it. And then they noticed it during the Christmas holiday. So when they were trying to notify people about it, there was nobody working.
Exactly.
They take time off.
Yeah, because we did the application on, it was the 29th when she came to see him and did the application. So that was a Friday. Yeah, the weekend.
Yeah.
And then New Year's. So I don't know.
And then God knows. Anyway, his mic's off. He's just sort of sitting there staring off into space now.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like, because he can't hear. Here's the other thing. Steve can't hear. He hears us because he has headphones on.
Right.
And the headphones do the hearing for him.
Exactly.
That's how it works. But he's so arrogant. He doesn't have hearing aids or,
Mm-hmm.
or wear his. This is why I hate to visit Steve in person. Because he can't hear anything.
Yeah. Dan and I were talking about that yesterday.
Worse.
Because Steve said, he's like, I wish Ray would come up here and visit me. And I looked at Dan and I said, could you imagine that visit? They'd be yelling across the room. What?
You should have asked him, where is your hearing aid? Ray will come visit you. Put your hearing aid in.
Right.
I hate talk. I really do.
Yeah, because he can't hear for shit. And he's one of those people he doesn't hear you, but he'll say, like he did.
He acts like he can hear.
That's
he acts like he can hear you, but he can't. And he's too vain to speak up and say, hey, listen, I can't hear.
Right.
Because
that's why he's flipping it. Is he flipping us off?
Yeah,
that's why I called the lady myself yesterday, because I asked him, have you talked to her? And he goes, no. I was like, you know what? I'm going to call and talk to her.
Because he would talk to her, and especially if she was hot, he would go, when Steve talks to hot people, I just want to let you guys know, you people who are watching this, I want to let you know, because Steve's mic's off, so he can't talk now anyway. But that Steve's thing, when a hot person is talking to him, or a hot girl especially, he goes like this. Mm-hmm. Whenever you have a conversation, he goes, yeah.
Yep.
And he doesn't hear a single effing thing they say.
Nope.
He just sits there and goes, yeah, Instead of going, I all he has to do is go, I can't hear you. Like, I have one of my ears I can't hear as well out of as I can the other one. So sometimes I tell people, I go, listen, my left, I can't hear. You have to get closer or talk to the other side. And people go, oh, okay. But Steve, God forbid he do that. God
No.
forbid he
He
actually.
just, yeah,
Yeah, he just, yeah. Instead, because he's thinking, oh, God, your tits are so nice. Oh, your ass is so fantastic. Oh, my God. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
God, he's
Yeah.
so, and he break his hearing aid or whatever?
I think so.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he can't.
He broke it, and it's like so much to fix it, and he can't afford it. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like I have a hearing disorder, but I won't get a hearing aid because, well, I sort of, at some points I like not being able to hear, so I just, helped me take a nap and stuff, right? So I don't need a hearing aid, but I tell people when people are trying to talk to me and it's loud or whatever, and I go, listen, I can't hear. And I tell people, listen, I've been playing in rock bands since I was 14 years old, which, by the way, people go, oh, what hurts your ear? Was it radio? No, I'm telling you, it was rock bands.
Mm-hmm.
Like the rock bands were so loud, there's been damage to my ears. That's what it is.
Right.
And so I just can't hear as well. By the way, Steve's one of our big listeners used to live with Steve and have sex with him. Oh, that poor dear.
Poor woman.
He says, oh, but he had $3,000 hearing aids bought for him, and he wouldn't use them. The hearing problem was the biggest problem in their 6 years of being together.
Oh, wow. Well, I can see that being frustrating.
Yeah, his friend Michelle, I hope she paid for him, but she got him a $3,000 hearing aid. And Steve refused to use the hearing aid. How many times have I told him, Michelle? How many times have I told him, Christina? How many times have I told him, use your hearing aid? And he always,
too damn many.
And he always makes some excuse.
He always, yep. He has an excuse for every damn thing.
The excuse has always got to do with he can't find it or he lost it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that he's too arrogant. He doesn't want to be seen with a hearing aid. Oh, well. Freaking Steve. He's talking to somebody hot right now. He's shaking his head. Of course, he could.
Frustrated.
He could be talking to the person that maybe he's talking to the person that's giving him the bad news about his insurance. Maybe that's what it is. Because his head is waving no.
Uh-huh.
Good morning.
What bad news are you getting?
No, I don't consider it bad news, but there was a doctor. I was just talking to him.
Oh yeah, what was the doctor saying?
Yeah.
I can tell it wasn't a hot girl, because if it was a hot girl, you'd be going, oh, like this, and you weren't.
Yep.
No, it's just it's just bullshit.
What was the doctor telling you?
We'll see how the day ends. I don't know. No, they've changed my they changed my blood thinner from Eliquis to Coumadin in order to get my whatever levels right.
I hope it's a spice that everyone has in their spice rack. Please continue, Steve.
See, they have to give me these shots of Novalox to help the Coumadin get my level up. And my levels, is it within the therapeutic range, he said? But it's just a little bit shy still. So basically, what he's saying is I'm probably going to have to stay another fucking day.
Well,
because, no, don't well me. I'm ready to fucking...
Well, Steve, you have to go home healthy.
I know you are, but they can't let you go if you're not healthy.
I'm healthy.
Well, the doctor obviously has concerns.
No, they want that level to be he said it's in the therapeutic level. Oh, here comes the nurse again.
Did the doctor come in?
Yeah.
I just caught him out there, so I asked him. He wants me to hold the Carvedilol and give the other two. So I just won't give you the Carvedilol.
Oh, well, I don't get Novalox today.
What?
I don't get Novalox today.
Oh, you do get Lovenox.
Oh.
I like how he forgets to turn it off.
Yeah. God damn.
His life is such a mess.
I
It is
know.
such a mess for him.
I feel so bad for him. He wants to go home so bad. But
So they want to, but I understand the doctor wanting to have him be healthy
Mhm.
before he leaves. Of course,
exactly. He just doesn't get that. He doesn't give a shit.
makes sense. He's unbelievable.
Yes, he is.
Jason says, "Well, maybe the orders will be misread, and he'll accidentally get Miralax instead."
Oh no.
Now the nurse is in. We know the nurse is hot, and you can see how he's.
Yeah, you can see it in his face.
And look at how, and he's just agreeing with everything she says. You can tell that.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't give two shits what she's saying. He's just like, oh.
And can I suggest we mark down how ready he is to get home today, because that way we can take notes how long it'll be before he starts complaining about how miserable he is at home.
Yep.
Because he
will.
Because he says he's miserable in the hospital now, and he can't wait to get home.
Mm-hmm.
But then when he gets home, he'll start bitching about how miserable he is at home.
Yep.
Good
God.
Good. He is such a mess. Look at him.
Mm-hmm. It must be Carla. He has a nurse named Carla, and he just thinks she's hot shit.
He really hot.
Oh, she came in yesterday, and she was walking out of the room, and I look up at Steve, and he's staring at her ass, doing the tongue thing, and I'm like, Steven, you pervert. He's like, what? She's hot.
I'm friends with some nurses on Facebook, but you know what I mean? And I see
Mm-hmm.
them, and they're attractive. You know, there are some attractive nurses, but I think it's because they're very and sweet nurses too. When I was in the hospital, all the nurses were just fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't looking at their ass like Steve, but you know what I mean? But they were just really nice people.
Right.
And you enjoy having them around and talking to you, you know.
Exactly.
I don't know how they talk if I wasn't at their work, but
Right.
that's what I remember is how pleasant they were to me. If they knew me in, you know, real life, they might be like, oh, you know, we don't want to be around him. But they sure like being around me in the hospital. So it's very nice.
Right.
But Steve, with him, that doesn't matter.
So I'm shocked that he wants to go home so bad because he's got
he
all
enjoys
the scenery. And they're very nice to him.
Yeah. Like we can't see that nurse, but we see her arm. She's even got a sexy arm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's not a bunch of flab hanging down.
Yeah.
It looks good. It's not like Steve's arm. Oh. Steve's disgusting arm.
I've never seen an arm like that.
That nurse has an attractive. Steve has an arm vagina. We've seen that before. That nurse's arm was very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
So you can tell, you know. So he'll
Look at him. He's looking her up and down. You can tell. Watch his eyes. He's
checking. He's checking her out.
just.
He just oh,
Such a pervert.
oh,
God.
he's so perverted. Oh, good Lord.
Jesus. I hope when he gets home and they do get his home health set up that it's some ugly old ass bitch.
No, I do hope that, you know, that it's a attractive home health nurse. But from what I understand, there's not a lot of those. Like, aren't the don't some nurses retire and become, you know what I mean? They retire from the hospitals, and then they'll,
Yeah.
you know, then they'll start gaining weight or whatever because they're not
as active.
Well, the lifestyle of nurses, they're very, very active.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they retire, they're not as. And when you go from a very active profession to no longer being in it, the loss of activity, there's going to be weight gain and stuff, and
Right.
they're of an increased age and weight gain. There's some home health nurses that probably aren't the same as the girls.
Oh,
Right.
The girls that he's licking his lips and horrible thoughts about.
Freaking pervert. Was that Carla?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen the girl, but her arm was even attractive, Steve. We saw her arm pop in, and her arm looked good. It wasn't like a disgusting arm. We were talking about some of the fat arms we've seen.
Oh, there's none of those up here.
Christina and I saw this guy whose arm is so fat he has a vagina arm. Oh, this disgusting person. His arm is so.
No, don't.
It's so flabby and disgusting. How you doing, by the way? What was being discussed?
He looks bothered.
It's ridiculous. It's all. I don't want to get into this. It's all about. I mean, I understand it's a business, but come on,
But I thought that
the rich get the richer and poor get poorer. Everything they're doing, I'm just saying that. That's all I will say. Everything they're doing for me up here at this point, I can do at home. I can give myself pills. I can take my blood sugar. I can check my blood pressure.
You said you like looking at these attractive nurses.
I do, but let me just say this: the hospitals are not built for comfort.
Yeah.
It's this chair is very uncomfortable to sit in. The bed is very uncomfortable to sleep in. I miss my cat. And
Old stuttering Steve.
Boobas will back me up. Boobas isn't doing too good, I don't think. He texted me last night, messaged me last night. His back is really bad. He can't even sit up straight anymore.
Well, you know why his back's bad? He had dirty van disease, and it.
Because he said that he wanted to know. He wanted to know if we were going to do a show last night, and he waited till like 10 minutes till 7. No, I don't think so. He said good because they did a reevaluation of how much endurance he has, and it's really down, and his back's killing him all the time. I understand it because my back killed me all the time since I've been here too. I would love to be sitting.
Didn't Christina tell you on day one to order up a donut?
I'm sitting on a pillow. I'm sitting on 2 pillows, one behind my back and one under my butt. I don't. So
did you get an egg crate for your bed though?
And my biggest problem is the fucking TV isn't big enough. It's this little 32-inch TV that's 400 miles away. I can't even see the son of a bitch. I can't read the closed captioning, so I just have to kind of pretend that I know what they're doing. No, I always like to complain. I do that.
So the biggest problem is your television is too small.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Wait, my mom even said that the TV is too fucking small. I agree. They need to put projector. They need to put 75-inch or bigger in there. That way, us people will.
You would be happier if they put a 75-inch in there.
I would be happier at home.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Where you have a 75-inch, that's where you'd be happier.
Yeah, well, of course. But there is right now it's just so teetery. I mean, and then then Carla says, not only are they trying to get my whatever level up to the perfect level, the insurance thing, because the antibiotics are very expensive. No shit, they're expensive. Now, I can't.
They want to make sure you're going to get them.
My point is this: you can't keep me in a hospital waiting on the state of Illinois, because it could take a week, could take a day, could take a month to get everything lined up.
This is a problem for people that are both on Medicare.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
It's happening all over the state. You're not the only one.
Oh yeah.
I understand Bubba's having the same problem, or Boobas is having the same problem because
right. I agree.
He's on both Medicare and Medicaid. So
and kind of I appreciate Christina, and as Christina was talking to her, and then Christina told me what they talked about and everything. It's the exact same thing. It's like the lady goes online, and you have to answer certain questions. Yeah. Have you ever lived in this county? Have you ever had this phone number? It's the same stuff I've already done before. I did this stuff when I talked to Holden about it, several months ago.
Yeah.
So all that has been done is I've reapplied several months ago, evidently, when Holden told me to do it, and nothing ever became of it.
Well, the state will be trying to fix it.
I understand they're trying to fix it.
Well, they're trying to give you a home health care person. They can't set that up unless they have pre-approval.
Well, you can't make me stay here if it's because of that. What do I need a home health care? Tell me what I need a home health care nurse for.
To come change your bandages. That's, I think, number one.
I change my bandages every day before I came in here.
Well, how many times have they let you change your own bandage since you've been in there?
If they let me do it here, I do it here. It's not. It's one. It's wrapping my leg up. It's putting some lotion on my leg.
Why don't they let you do it now, Steve? Why do you think?
It's putting some lotion on my leg and putting a tampon on it and then wrapping it up.
But I'm just asking, why haven't they let you do it in the hospital?
I don't know. They've already made me. I've already had to go through the physical therapy and all that stuff. They had to make sure I could put my shoes on, put my socks on.
I'm just guessing. Who was wrapping your foot before you ended up in the hospital?
Me.
Okay, and you wrapped that foot so good. What happened?
Well, that doesn't have anything to do with it.
Really?
That has everything to do with it.
How?
You were wrapping your foot every day, and somehow
with clean, sterile shit.
But you still got an infection.
An infection went down to your bone, and
it's already the infection's been there for 3 years, 2.5 years,
and you were wrapping it
just like I was taught.
Okay, well, obviously you were not wrapping it good because.
Oh my God! How the fuck hard is it to fucking wrap gauze around the leg?
Were you changing it though every day, like you were supposed to?
Yes. Yes.
You didn't slack off and I'll just wait until tomorrow, or there was none of that bullshit.
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
It has everything to do with it. You got an infection for a reason.
Yes. And it was so bad, it went down to your bone, and that's why you got back. That's why you ended up in the hospital. So they're certainly not going to trust you to do this.
Steve, they're just trying to make sure that you are ready to go home.
Yes, they want you to be. Trust me, they don't want you there. They can smell you. Did you take a shower yesterday?
Oh yeah, I took a long shower.
How'd it feel?
I used every washcloth I had. I used a whole bottle of body wash.
Oh,
whole bottle.
Did you clean
I just let it run over my head, down my body, through my crotch, everything.
Did you clean out your crevices?
Oh yeah, I sat on the stool and cleaned my legs and my butt and I flossed in between my legs.
You flossed?
The Gooch blast.
How did you floss?
with the towel because they don't have big enough. I have big enough towels to floss, but don't have big enough towels to dry my back off with. Because I'm a pretty big guy. You can't give a fat guy a hand towel to dry off his back. Sorry.
So you cleaned your crotch area?
Yeah, twice. Maybe 3 times.
We didn't smell him.
Including Goose Blast. Including Gooch Blast.
Look at that. You enjoyed that Gooch Blast?
Not as much as I do at home.
Because it wasn't as hot?
Well, they don't have a shower head that puts on the pulsating. It was hot. But I like the massage.
Oh. So you need your taint to be massaged properly.
I like the pressure.
I wasn't sure how that all worked, but
that's why he wants to get home. He wants to gooch blast.
He wants to blast that gooch.
He needs some sexual pleasure and
No, I'm tired of being there. I just told Carla, I feel different about it. This is a hospital full of sick people. They're a lot sicker than me. They're a lot sicker than me.
Are you saying you don't like being around sick people? Is that
no,
what
I
you're
don't.
saying?
I don't want.
Unbelievable.
I like my toilet. I like my bathroom. I like everything.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll see how the day progresses. It irks me to no end that I get so close, and then let's wait another day and see if we can milk you for another $3,000, and we'll get our money back. Yeah.
It's not like you're cutting a check for anything.
No, I'm about to declare bankruptcy on the bitch.
Steve, it's all going to be taken care of. Just stop stressing about that part of it.
I cannot imagine how he's. I cannot imagine how many times he has used the bankruptcy laws in this. I cannot imagine how many times he has abused. He's abused.
Let's see. Yeah, I was married for 15 years, and I declared bankruptcy 3 times in 15 years.
I've never declared bankruptcy. I don't even know how.
Chapter 7 every time.
I don't even know how you do it. But
you just go to a lawyer and you give him money, and then you declare bankruptcy on the lawyer fees too.
Oh God!
Jesus Christ!
Wait a minute. You went to a lawyer, and you had the lawyer declare bankruptcy because you couldn't pay some bills. And then when the lawyer sent you a bill for his services, you declared bankruptcy on him?
After I didn't pay it after a few years.
Unbelievable. Oh, so the lawyer got screwed.
Huh?
So who did you get a second lawyer to do the
Yeah, I just found another lawyer.
Oh my
God. And
you added, and that lawyer saw that you were doing this and let you get away with it?
I guess.
I've always thought, listen, I've never declared any kind of bankruptcy. But I've always thought that a lawyer, this is just if I was a lawyer, this is how I would do it. I would say you have to pay me first before I.
Oh,
right.
When I had to fight disability, you know how there we don't get paid unless you win. Well, I won, and guess what? They didn't get paid because they didn't take their cut out of my first check.
They all riled up.
They said, "Okay, Mr. Stanton, you owe us blah blah blah." Like, yeah, right. I know you're dying, buddy.
So you didn't pay the lawyer for your disability thing?
No.
Oh my God.
I'm supposed to.
You are unbelievable. You really are. Listen to the Peter meters going off.
Oh, God damn it. I'm glad you said that. I'm supposed to call her.
God damn, Steve.
What a mess he is. Oh. Yeah, so I think now lawyers.
Okay.
I think lawyers now. I don't know, but I'm guessing. If I was a lawyer that handled bankruptcy, I would make it required you pay me first before
Right.
you. Yeah, before.
Right, because you obviously don't pay your bills. So
yeah,
why
so
would
I'm
you pay
not
a
gonna,
lawyer?
I would not do the lawsuit, the legal services for someone unless they paid me up front, right?
Yeah.
That just makes sense.
Wow.
By the way, he turned his microphone off again, so I can't hear him.
Did you want to listen to the Peter meter go off? No.
Stop thinking about Peters. You won't have to worry about it.
Oh shit.
He's unbelievable.
God damn.
By the way, Michelle's in there saying that Steve was married and she thinks that his first wife's name was Carla.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he said yeah. He's got a thing for Carlos.
Yeah.
That's why he likes that nurse.
I've never been with a Carla.
This pervert. Keep your tongue in your mouth, you perv.
Wait, is his tongue out again?
Yes. She must have walked back in. He's raping her with his eyes.
Mm-hmm. He's eye raping. which sounds horrible, by the way.
I know, but you know it's true.
Unless you know the context of which you're implying. Someone doesn't know the context.
Yeah.
Oh, good
God.
What a mess he is. By the way, today, this is show number 1 today. We have 2 shows today. This is the free one. The one tonight at 6 p.m. is the paid show. If you want to get in, morningdisaster.net is when you can subscribe to our subscription shows. As low as $5 a month. By the way, $5 a month. We're very cheap.
That's less than a Starbucks.
There's every single streamer costs more than our subscription service. Our subscription service is only $5 a month. You cheap bastards. Would it kill you to subscribe?
Right.
Would it kill you to stop shoplifting from us? Would it kill you? It's only $5 a month, for God's sake. I'm not asking for a lot. Tonight's show is on tier 3, which is $10. But still, I'm just pointing out we're available for subscription. Go to morningdisaster.net to subscribe to the Steve Stanton extravaganza.
Please.
Which is what we offer here.
I almost, thanks to you guys, I almost, when she told me to call when the IV went off, I almost said, Peter meter's going off.
Oh, that would have been great.
She said, can I help you? I almost said, Peter meter's going off. Luckily, shit, I hear it. I'm coming. I bet you are, baby.
Yes, I noticed that. Irene, thank you, by the way. Irene says she paid her bill yesterday. You did. Thank you very much, Irene.
Good God.
Oh, good Lord. Tom says if you pay $25, Steve comes to your house and shits. No, we don't. No, Steve is not allowed to go to anyone's house and take a dump. That is not allowed. And it's certainly
Steve is not allowed to go to anyone's house. Steve is not allowed to mention Ray Lytle's name to anybody because Ray Lytle doesn't want to be associated with Steve.
No, it's not. It has nothing to do with being associated with you. I was just saying that it's a no-win situation for me. You know,
Ray Lytle doesn't want to lose any friends on Facebook because he knows. Ooh, that Ray Lytle likes to Steve.
All I have to do is go and say how big of a douche I think Trump is, and I lose a bunch of Facebook fans. So
he's already done. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not about that. I'm just telling you. My reasoning yesterday when I said that, obviously, can you tell, Christina, he obviously was offended by what I said yesterday.
Mm-hmm. He was.
Which is, here's what I said. I said, he's in there, and when he asks the young nurses, do you know who Ray Lytle is? And that's a no-win situation for me because if they say no, then it looks like I've become so unimportant that no one even knows who I am anymore. Or if they say yes, then they think of whatever dirty part of Steve they're dealing with, they somehow apply that to me. So it's a no-win situation.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's what really hurts. When Steve said yesterday, that's because nobody young even knows who the fuck you are. Now that I find that more offensive than any of this, by the way. I found that very offensive, and it's certainly not what someone who pretends to be or whose facade is they are a friend of mine. That's something that a friend of mine should never say. Boy, well, he was sure.
Oh my God! Here we go. Let's belittle Steve a little bit more. Let's kick him while he's down. He's in the fucking hospital. He's dying. He's dying.
You are not dying. Shut up.
I'm just putting it out there, Steve. This is what you were doing yesterday. Is you said did he or did he not say? Well, the young people don't know who the F you are. How the hell do you think? How do you think that made me feel?
Yeah.
He's pulling up 30 plus years of my broadcast history and shitting upon it. I've been broadcasting for a long time, and you would be surprised. I'm
gonna start saying, do you guys remember Jim the photographer? I'm a bigger pervert than he was.
I would actually be nice if you would have people think of Jim the photographer when they think of your disgusting peen or whatever the hell it is they're contributing to my name.
I really don't even bring it up. If somebody says that, only do in the mornings when I'm on, I say, "What are you doing?" I thought I'm doing a podcast, and I have to go in to explain. I don't say I'm on Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster.
I hope that people. I'm hoping that when you say, "Oh, I do a podcast with Ray Lytle," and they go, "Oh," like they know who I am. You know what I mean? That's what I hope.
Yeah.
I certainly don't want to hear anyone like you saying, "Well, they don't even know who the hell you are," which is what he said. Isn't that what he implied yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
God. Did he not just say he was dying? Do you really think they're going to let you go home when you're saying things like, "I'm up here dying"?
Oh, I got it. So somebody said, okay.
Well, maybe they're gonna let him know that he's gonna go home. Look at him. He's actually turned his head so he can hear them properly.
He looks excited.
Yeah, this must be somebody telling me he gets to go home or something.
Unless it's a hot nurse, I don't know.
It would be nice if tonight's show is him going home.
That would be great.
Would be a hell of a show. Because from what I understand, Christina let his house get really dirty.
Oh God, it's freaking disgusting.
Look at how disgusting that shit is. Oh boy. Irene says we should send him a strippergram. That's a great idea.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, you could tell he's reading her lips.
Mm-hmm.
So it must be an important conversation. And he said that he talked to Holden. If you guys remember, Holden Houston was an insurance agent who was trying to explain Medicare Advantage and everything to all of us. And remember, Holden was great. And he said that Holden found out for him months ago. And if you listen to what Steve was saying, he did nothing when he was told. So obviously he knew about this, right? So it could have been taken care of before all this stuff even came up.
Right?
Yeah. Holden bought one of our sponsorships, and he was on all month of October.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Steve, when Holden was trying to get Steve Medicare Advantage, which, by the way, would have paid for all this stuff.
Right.
You can see he's getting very animated in this conversation.
Yeah. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah, because animated could mean frustrated for him. Yeah. See, now he's moving, he's talking with the arm and
right. Usually I can read his face, but I don't know. I can't tell.
Christina, he looks cleaner now than he.
Well, yeah, he took a shower yesterday, and you could tell. Me and Dan walked in, and I looked at him, and I was like, "Holy shit, he did take a shower."
He does look cleaner now.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they need to keep him a little while longer.
Yeah. That could be what the conversation could be. Hey, we're going to keep you in here a few days longer.
Mm-hmm. He just doesn't get it. They're looking out for him. They want everything in place before he goes home.
Yes.
So this doesn't happen again.
I wonder if it's a negative or let's try to watch and then we'll figure out.
I know, I'm trying to read him.
We can figure out whether it's a good conversation or a bad conversation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Michelle's right. He's reading their lips. That's why he's sat up and he's actually more engaged now and getting close. So he can actually, try to understand whatever he's being told. So this must be a conversation about him going home.
Could be.
By the way, I have never seen fatter jowls on him.
I was waiting for that comment.
Those walrus-sized jowls. Oh my God. And it was right in the camera. It was right in the camera for all of us to see how fat. Look at the size of those jowls. Okay, so let's vote. Was it a positive or negative conversation?
Negative.
What does everybody think?
I think it was positive.
Oh, now we got to smile. See, now I can't. You got to stop doing that. He keeps changing his facial expressions.
I think it was positive because he was talking.
Look at his face. You're going home.
Yeah,
you're going home, aren't you?
And he was talking with his hands, but he wasn't doing this. When he's doing this, he's mad. But
right.
he was animated and his hand was open, which is a different type of thing for him. TJ says it's negative. Irene says it's positive. Steve, was it a negative or was it a good or bad conversation that you were having?
It was a good.
You're going to go home today?
I'm not saying today. Not saying today. But they have figured out a way around the home health deal.
Good.
Well, the only thing is, which is it's nothing, no big deal to me, is because I'm still covered under Medicaid, I can come to the hospital once a day and get my IV antibiotics at the hospital.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Then I won't have to do it at home at all. The pickle line will stay in. I'll go home with the meds.
But you have Medicare.
Yes, my Medicare will cover the antibiotics if I come to the hospital and have them done. So that's what she's telling me. She's still got to get everything approved, and the doctor said he said he wants me out here too. Of course, he said he can change the antibiotic to where I can come in just once a day, and sit down in a chair, get my antibiotics, and go home.
Christine, is he going to do that?
I already told him, yeah, I would.
Yeah, but
I can drive. Ain't no big deal.
It'll be,
number
Christina,
one.
can you take me? Can you take me? Can
No.
you give me a ride?
Nope. Number one. Listen to me. It gets me out of the house every day.
Right here, right now.
It keeps me moving.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
And I get my antibiotics all at the same time.
And you'll be home.
Yeah, and I'll be home. I'll be able to sleep in my own bed, watch my own TV. And,
I think he wants to go home and eat fattening food. That's what I think.
yeah, exactly. I can go. I'm going to be. I know I've said this 1,000 times before on the show, but I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys on this.
Right here,
I have learned since being in the hospital.
Yeah.
If I eat right, eat not overindulge, my blood sugars will stay under control without any insulin.
Yep.
I've not, like I said before, I've been here 9 days, and I've had insulin 3 times.
I've never had it. Is that a shot? How do they put it in?
Yeah, it's giving myself a shot. But being I eat, I'm not saying I don't even eat. I had eggs, bacon, toast, and cereal that they forgot to send my milk with. But that's fine. That filled me up till lunch, and I'll have like I said that one day I had a nice taco salad for lunch, and I've had good dinners. As long as I eat my portions right, and I have got to figure out how to cook small portions of meals and eat. That's all I eat. Not eat,
just
all this other crap.
Measure everything out. Do you have a glass? Get a glass Pyrex measuring cup, and you need a scale.
Well, and that's one thing in my Walmart order is I've got some little individual Tupperware things that I want to put. I'm going to cut up some apples and put some apples and pineapple in and put it in the refrigerator. And that's what I can have, with my breakfast, with a snack if I want it. I've not been hungry since I've been up here. I've not had any popcorn since I've been up here. I don't need popcorn every night. It's not that popcorn's bad for you.
Well, it's just I don't. If you keep your blood sugar under control, your foot will heal quicker. She's right.
Exactly. Christina saw my foot yesterday. She's seen it at its worst. It just looks like dried up. Looks like I have dry skin now. I mean, that's all it is. Brady will he will comment on that because when Brady came over, look at your foot. I gotta say this. Brady and Bree came over before I came in the hospital. They came over to bullshit one night. And I didn't have my foot my left foot wrapped up.
Yeah.
And he kept looking at it. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "That foot is so gross. Can I put a bandage on that for you?" Like, no. I have to. So after about an hour of him begging me, I got to put a bandage on. I said, "Okay, this is where everything is. Go in, put a bandage on it."
So he bandaged you correctly when he was at your home?
No. I just wanted him to shut up about it, so I let him put a bandage on it. But it doesn't need a bandage on I don't need a bandage on my foot right now. I only have 2 places on my left leg that are actually like a scabby type of wound. Other than my right toe that is messed up, but that's not even my right leg is all the scabs are gone on it now.
So the left leg is the bad one. That's the one that has all the dirty infection.
It has 2 places on it that have what they call open wounds because it's still a little bit of blood pool at the top. But other than that, it's just dry skin. And I put lotion. They put lotion on it every day. Well, or I got a little overexcited in the shower yesterday, and it ran down my leg. I posted a picture in the chat because I looked like jizz all over my leg. But
what? Wait a minute. You're saying that they put something on your legs, and you said it looked like jizz.
Yeah.
So you posted it on Facebook.
Well, I posted it in our private.
It was in our chat. Here, let me find it.
Our private chat.
You're saying that they were rubbing stuff on your leg.
Oh yeah.
And then you posted it. You thought it looked like jizz, so you posted it so we could all see it. Why did you think any of us would want to see?
And I said, "Oh, I got a little excited in the shower today."
Oh, that's when they were rubbing you could see the hand, the fingerprints and stuff when they were rubbing your hand. But you thought it looked like jizz. Unbelievable. You're such a pervert. You're such a pervert.
I said, man, that was a hell of a load then.
Yeah. That's what Dan said. Dan said, man, you do have some big balls. I do. They drag in the water. Might have a little peanut, but I got big balls.
Okay, so will you take a shower if you get home today? Will you take a shower?
Yeah. I don't know. I still smell pretty good. I still smell like ivory soap. Mm-hmm. I don't see myself going home
bathe every day.
2 days.
Or at least every other day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely every other day. Probably.
You shower daily, you'll feel better.
And I'll put lotion on my legs to keep them moist. That's something I've always had a problem with. I've always felt that putting lotion on my body wasn't manly.
Why?
I mean, you have dry skin, I know, Ray. I've never felt I had dry skin, but people always said, "Oh, you should put lotion."
If I don't lotion, my skin gets dry. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. See,
and I've never. I mean, because I have brown skin, I've never thought of it. But I had.
Right.
I've never thought. Listen, it was never an inconvenience for me to do that. I just assumed, okay, well, I have to use lotion. But I never thought it was. I never thought it was an issue that had to do with my ethnicity or anything. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But I got to tell you, I learned when I went to college. My roommate in college was black. He was from Liberia.
Oh, yeah.
And he had very, very dark skin. And so he had cocoa butter, which was much better than the lotion I would use. I was like, God damn, it was really good. And he had the cocoa butter every day. And so he one day started talking to me about having dark skin and stuff. And I'm like, and I was telling him how I grew up, and he was like, your white friends didn't have to do that. And that was the first time. That was the first time that I realized, oh my God, my white friends don't do that. You know what I mean? That's the first time.
Right.
That was the first time that I realized it. And I had lived 17 years of life before this guy told me that. So, or I was 16 when I started college. So, so I was like 16 when he told me that. So that's when it finally sunk in. I had never realized that before.
Yeah. Like Gabriel. Crazy. Gabriel, I have to keep lotion on him.
It's crazy. When I was a kid, I just never realized it. But my roommate in college had this conversation with me, and he's like, you have to do it. I had to do it so often. I didn't have to do it every day, but he had to do it every day because he told me that I was lucky. He said I was lucky that I was only Mexican. And that's when it started sinking in. I just had never, I just never connected with it before. And then every day he would have to lotion, and that's when it started sinking in with me, because I talked about how if I didn't, your skin gets a little or my skin, how my skin would get. And he was telling me, he goes, no. He was like, his skin. And he was showing what happened to his skin. I was like, that's when it started sinking in. I was like, oh, I'll be damned. You know what I mean? So, which is why I think more white people need to hang around dark people. You know what I mean? Hang around some dark people and talk about things like their skin. My friend was talking to me about how chalky his skin would get if he didn't use this cocoa butter every day.
Put the lotion on the skin.
Mm-hmm. And because their skin doesn't produce that natural oil like ours do. Just like, for instance, Gabriel's hair.
Yeah,
their hair's the same way. I have to keep oil in his hair. It gets dried out and it breaks off. And
so
hair breaks off.
Yeah, it dries out. If you got to keep, because like I said, he doesn't produce the oil that we do. So I have to put oil in his hair, or it gets brittle and it breaks off.
I'm telling you, it really was like I thought everybody did it, because you got to remember, my father's very white.
But
he was Scottish, Scottish, Dutch, and my mother Mexican. So I definitely look more like the Mexican than I look Scottish. I'll tell you that. But I never really considered myself one or the other. I'm such a maniac. I've always considered myself to be me. But it is weird, being in this situation, because at any point I could have considered myself white or Mexican. And I just never, thank God I grew up in a community. I grew up in a community where I just felt part of it. I never had to, I never didn't feel, like how I should have, that was never the case. But, having a black roommate in college opened my eyes to a lot of things that I just never realized before. But my skin, you need lotion. If I didn't lotion it, I would get super dry. But I don't have to lotion it every day.
I'll be back.
There are white people that don't have to lotion at all. But I'll tell you what, attractive girls, and I should say this about all girls, but girls I've known that are very, very attractive, every day. Because they want their skin to be soft.
They want to moisturize and keep it young looking.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. The girl that I lived with before I met my wife, every day, oh my God, she would bathe in her lotion. And I got to hand it to her. She's now in her 50s. And she sent me a picture of herself like within the last, I want to say, I don't know, around Thanksgiving or so. And she looks like she's in her 30s, 40s. She looks young. And I'm telling you what it is. It's the lotion that she's put on her. I bet you this girl has spent, I can't imagine how much money she spent on lotion in her life.
Right.
Because every single day she lotioned, and her thing was to keep her skin looking fresh and looking young. So by lotioning it every day. So you meet some women. There are white women that are very look at Nicole Kidman. I mean, her skin's. I mean, she looks like an alien. So the skin is so white. But I cannot imagine how much lotion she uses and stuff to keep it looking young. So I don't know. What do I know? But I'm telling you, this is what I've learned. So, yeah. Irene says Koreans. I've known some Asian people that have had great skin, but it's not. It's how you take care of it. There are white people with bad skin, Mexican people, black people, Asian people. There are people of all traits that have bad skin. Just go to wherever the homeless people in your neighborhood live and look how bad that skin is. There are just people that take care of themselves and people that don't,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying that people that take care of themselves, but I'm just saying if you're a white person, you don't have to daily moisturize. I'm telling you, the darker your skin is, the more you have to, the more.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm Mexican, and there are Italian people, I'm sure, that are just as dark as me that probably have to lotion as much as I do. And then there's black people who they have to get out the cocoa butter and they got to use that stuff every day.
Every day, yeah.
Or they end up getting all chalky and dusty and,
Oh, yeah. If I miss Gabriel a couple days or so, he'll, Mommy, I itch. And he's just scratching until I lotion him up.
Well, you got to start teaching him how to do that for himself.
Oh, I know. I baby him too much.
I mean, my roommate in college grew up in Liberia. He grew up in the, Liberia. That's Tarzan, Africa. I mean,
right.
He was cocoa buttering himself when he was very young. You got to let Gabriel start doing it for himself. He's got to learn that stuff.
Oh, I know.
Christina wants an excuse to put that cocoa butter all over herself. Well, it was on my hands when I was taking care of my son. So.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I'm just saying that you have to people should take care of their skin. What do you think's going on with Steve?
He's in there dropping deuces.
Well, but I'm saying he turned off the camera and the microphone.
Well, I believe he said he had to get up and go to the bathroom.
Is that what he said?
I think that's what he said. So it must have hit him all of a sudden.
Oh, I thought maybe they came in to talk to him.
I know he's awfully excited.
Oh, I got this cologne for Christmas. This Tom Ford stuff. Oh my God, it smells fantastic. But here's the thing. Okay. So I start looking up because I'm like, I got a sampler of it. Okay. Where it was a box of this, it was a box of sampler colognes, and it was this Tom Ford guy, right? So I start looking up the prices because I figured this stuff really smells fantastic.
Right.
And I'm like, I have got to get some of this. So I start looking up the prices. Okay. And I'm going to explain something I'm sure you girls understand. Okay. But I have no idea until I looked it up. Okay. So I like this Tom Ford cologne I got, and I go, and I got these samplers. So I'm like, I need to buy some of this. So I'm just gonna, I want to check it out on Amazon,
right,
and get some. So I'm like, this is probably going to be $30 to get a bottle of this stuff, right?
Right.
And I'm telling you, I check out the prices of this Tom Ford stuff, right? And and the price is $595.
Are you freaking kidding me?
But here's the thing. Okay.
Shit.
Here's the thing. I start freaking out, and now I'm pissed because I go, what in the hell? Because now I'm just, what in the hell did my wife get me this friggin'? Because now I'm angry as hell.
Oh my God.
Thinking, how dare you spend this much money to get me this stuff? And then she goes, the cologne you have is inspired by. She goes,
inspired by.
It's a dupe. And I go, what the hell? What the fuck's a dupe? I don't know what a dupe is. And I go, you out of your mind spending $500?
Water?
Yeah.
Take a drink.
She says, it's a dupe.
Do you just want me to
And
pitch this?
I go, what's a dupe? She goes, what you've got. And she goes, did you not read the box? I go, no, I'm not. No, I didn't read the box. What the hell do you think I am reading boxes? So they got me this stuff that is inspired. It is, she says it's a dupe of Tom Ford's cologne. So it smells like it.
Right.
But it's a knockoff. It's a dupe. They get as close to the Tom Ford fragrance as they can get, and that's what they sell. So it's a dupe of it. She goes, the dupe's like $19. And I go, wait a minute.
Way better than 500 something. God damn.
What I'm wearing when I go to buy it, it says it's $500.
Shit.
But you're saying you got a dupe and the dupe's only $19? And I go, what the hell does the real thing smell like?
Right.
And I go, I got to get some of this Tom Ford. I don't want this dupe stuff.
Oh my God.
And my wife goes, how the hell are we going to pay for the real Tom Ford cologne? And I go, how much better than the dupe is it? And she goes, well, how's it smell? I said, it smells good. She goes, how much more do you need? I go, what? She goes, how much more smell do you need? I said, isn't the stuff that you sprayed on good enough? I go, yeah. She goes, well, then why not just accept that the $19 stuff smells good on you?
Exactly.
Why do you need the $500 stuff? And I go,
nope.
Because the $19 stuff is fake. And then I start thinking about it, and I go,
I'm with D on this one.
I go, what the hell is wrong with me? You know what I mean?
The world will never know.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's this Tom Ford stuff called Soleil. It's Soleil Blanc. And oh my God. And it smells fantastic. But like I said, I'm using a dupe, and I don't even know what the dupe is called. The dupe is what, but it says it's inspired by whatever, or it's I started learning about dupes over the last day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if she hadn't told you that it was a dupe, you would have never known. So who cares?
Let me tell you something. I had no idea a dupe existed. I had no idea that there were dupes.
Mm-hmm.
And now I wonder, wait a minute, why would anyone use the real thing if these dupes are available and so much cheaper? And I mean, they smell the same, right? Or very similar.
Very close, yeah.
I haven't smelled the original, I guess, because all I've smelled is this dupe stuff, but the dupe stuff smells fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And then my wife tells me, she goes, "You know the cologne the perfume that I wear?" And I said, "Oh, the perfume you wear smells fantastic." She goes, "The perfume I wear is a dupe."
Mm-hmm.
She goes, "I'm not gonna pay." She goes, "I'm not gonna pay for the." So my wife puts this perfume on. She smells fantastic, and I know it. I know how good she smells.
Mm-hmm.
But since she's told me that, maybe I'm crazy. But since she's told me that, I'm like, I want to know what it's a dupe of so I can smell what the real stuff smells like. See how much better it smells.
Right.
I'm like, I want to have sex with someone who takes the time to get the original product and not the dupe.
Yeah, but then you'd be pissed if she spent that much money.
But I want to be good enough.
Oh,
to have sex with the original, not the dupe.
I don't give a shit how good it smells. I'm not spending that kind of money.
I'm gonna get the stuff my wife wears, find out what it's supposed to be.
I'm not too good for dupe.
And then I'm gonna find a woman younger. I want to make sure the girl's really hot, and then have sex with her having so I could just see if there's a difference in the dupe as compared to the original.
Oh my God.
But I'm now learning about dupes, Christina. So
there's some good ones out there. I used to buy them when I worked at Patricia's. There was a distributor that would come in every now and again and, "Hey, do you want to buy some of this, knockoff shit?" And I'm like, "Okay."
You worked at Patricia's? We just caught that. Wait a minute.
Yeah, long time ago.
Oh, wow.
You want to buy some knockoff Snap-on tools? I've got some from Harbor Freight.
How'd you get those? How did you acquire those?
I borrowed them.
What kind of cologne do you use, Steve?
Oh, I use Axe body spray.
He wears Dollar Tree cologne.
Or Dollar Tree, or
I gotta tell you,
when I was a kid, when I had money, I used to wear polo or gray flannel or Fahrenheit.
I never liked those. I always thought those smelled just so bad. But I gotta tell you, I've been wearing Acqua di Gio, and for the last, it seems like I've been wearing it for 20 some odd years.
Oh.
But I just decided I need a new scent because here's what happened. I was working out and some other guy was wearing it. And I'm like, I'm not the only one who wears this anymore. So I've got to get a different cologne. I can't be like this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what made me want to switch.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to wear a cologne where I smell just like everybody else, Yeah. But I'll tell you, what I liked is when I was a kid, they had Obsession.
Oh yeah.
I loved the smell of that Obsession. Loved it. And I also had this, there was this stuff called Eternity. I think it's Eternity. And I thought Eternity smelled good, but I mixed them. I would spray the one, then I'd spray the other one on top of it.
Yeah. I usually wear Acqua di Pupo.
Where did you go, by the way? Or what happened? Did someone come in and talk to you?
I got the bubble gut bad. I had to run.
Oh,
Christina was right.
I mean, run. I mean, this son of a bitch, this was a 4-flusher.
Oh.
I feel 25 pounds lighter.
Thank God you made it to the bathroom.
So have you reported to the nurse that you had a good bowel movement?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good, because that might speed up your...
Oh, shit, I already asked me, but I said, no, I hadn't had one yet this morning.
But I'm going to tell you.
I have now.
Let me just say that Eternity cologne, I got a lot of punani.
Oh, yeah, Eternity was nice.
Yeah. Women love that.
I want to get Dan some cologne so bad, and I wanted to get him some for Christmas, but he's allergic to everything. So I was like, I better not, because with my luck, I'd get him something. And
would you get him a knockoff?
Yeah, I'd have no problem getting knockoff.
Hell yeah!
I think my wife loves me less by getting me this knockoff.
Oh Jesus!
You can get good knockoffs at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
tell you something.
Not buying cologne from the Dollar Tree.
I need to win the lottery. I really do. Because I have now decided that when I become a billionaire or a millionaire, I'm going to be able to afford the real cologne. Now I have a dream of wearing this $500 cologne. By the way, I don't go anywhere. I don't go out to eat. I don't go to the theaters or anything. I just sit home every day. But now I want to buy this $500 cologne. I don't know what's wrong with me. I want to buy this cologne and then go places. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But I'd like to,
It's always a pre. I believe there's this is my opinion.
Yeah.
My opinion. It's just a preconception that fat people stink.
Oh, I've always said that. Yeah.
That's why I always like them.
But that's why I want to smell good.
Right, yeah.
Because I don't want people to smell me bad and go, "Oh, it's exactly what I look how fat he is. I bet he smells."
That fat piece of shit smells like shit.
Because people, when I was young, I know people I went to high school with that would say, "Fat people smell," and I'd be like, "God damn it, I'm a fat person." You're sitting there saying I smell, and I would say, "Oh, do I smell?" Well, no, you're not that fat.
Right, yeah.
But it still offended me when the guy would say, "Fat people smell."
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's a horrible thing to say about people, I would never say. I mean, I thought that. Christina, I have this fat. I'm not gonna name any names. I'm not gonna name any names. But
well, here we go. We're gonna belittle Steve again.
I have this friend of mine. I'm not gonna name names, but I have this friend. Oh, he's very obese. He smells so disgusting. Oh my God. This person is so fat. He smells so bad. Oh my, you can smell like he drives a truck. And when he comes to my house, he's so lazy he doesn't even get out of the truck. You have to go out to see him.
Oh my God.
And you start getting close to that truck and oh.
The odor's that bad?
With every step it gets worse. Oh.
How do you know? You don't even come out to my truck. You send your wife out.
Well, I don't want to name names as to who I'm talking about. The closer you get to the truck, the more you smell it. Oh, it's so odorous. Oh my God. In fact, this guy smells so bad, Christina, that I'll send my poor wife out to talk to him because it's so disgusting. I don't even want to be out there. I just fake like I have to stay inside out. My wife. But I don't want to say who this is. I don't want to name names, but oh my God. This man smells so disturbing. And I tell my wife, I go, we'll poke him just to, do something. Just make sure he's alive because he smells like the dead. But I'm not going to name names.
Yeah. Don't call him out. Don't call your friend out like that.
And then it's a two-tone. His truck is more than one color.
Oh, I wish I could see the chat because I have a question. I need to find a good cheap car insurance.
You don't have car insurance?
Well, I thought your mom paid your insurance.
Yeah, I thought your mom.
My mom called me yesterday and we was talking about because the other. See, what day is this? This is Thursday. Tuesday, when she was coming up to see me, right outside Rochester, something blew off of a truck and busted her windshield on her car.
Oh no!
So yesterday she went to her insurance agent and was telling them, and her insurance agent said, "Well, you don't have any insurance coverage. You didn't pay your bill last month." And she was blah blah blah.
Oh no!
And they asked her if she wanted to. Well, the insurance agent said, "Well, this truck that you have on your insurance, it's only worth about $400, and we want $600 every 6 months."
No. She should just have. All you need is liability for your truck. You don't.
Yeah, that's all I need. Liability. Yeah. So my mom asked me, she said, "Can you just get some cheap insurance?" I said, "I'll pick up the General or Progressive or something, just something cheap."
Is she paying for full insurance on your truck?
Yeah.
Oh!
It was $1,200 a year.
Oh my God, your poor mother.
Wow.
Your mother should be spending like $35 a month or something for
that. I could swing. I can do that myself. So that's what I got. So
I don't know.
So today I got to look for insurance. Well, before. I didn't have a driver's license, so my mom had to do it because I couldn't get insurance because I didn't have a driver's license. But I have a driver's license now, so I'm fully.
My car.
Thanks to a certain friend of mine.
When I paid my car off, and now I fully own it, and I got to switch to just a liability. Oh my God!
Right.
Thank God. But now I've got to get a driver's license. I told you this story. When did I tell you the story? I told you the story. And by the way, and what the check, by the way, my chime cashed it. Like I didn't have to take it to the bank. It was drawn upon or anything. All I had to do was just take a picture of it, and my chime cashed it automatically. But still, I have to get a new insurance or a new insurance, but a new license. So I got to find time to get over and.
You don't have to take tests or anything, do you?
No, all I got to do is. All I have
just
to do is
get it.
Well, I've got to show, because my driver's license had the last address I lived at.
Oh, that address on it. So you got to have a piece of mail.
2 addresses. So I got to have a piece of mail that has, my current.
Right, your correct address on it.
So I got to get that and take an eye test, and I'm fine. But, yeah.
That's like Christina's ask.
I tried to cash this check with my Venmo, and it wouldn't cash. But then my chime, I didn't try my chime, but I should have. If I'd have tried my chime first, none of this would have happened. But then I wouldn't even know my driver's license expired either. Because it was the woman at the bank that told me that my driver's license was expired. By the way, very attractive. Very attractive.
Really?
And she looked young.
Oh, God.
But knew who I was. Once it knew.
Because you banked with her.
She knew who I was. No, I don't bank at this bank. I should.
Whatever.
The respect I got was very much.
I'm just saying the people I've encountered here don't know you.
Well, so you are saying my name?
No, only to a couple people. Only the older people. I'm gonna shut up now because I'm just digging deep.
No, I don't want to hear.
Yeah, just.
So yeah, I don't know.
kind of like yesterday when Dan and Christina were sitting here, and I was telling them about the redhead that really is hot, that I really like the boobs, and I said, but I don't mess with redheads anymore. And Dan just looked at me and he shook his head like, I know what you mean.
I've never gone out. I've never dated anyone with red hair.
Nothing wrong with it.
They're very hot-headed.
I've never dated.
But I will come to Christina's rescue. She did tell Dan, because Dan just kept shaking his head. The more and more I talked, the more and more he kept trying to plug his ears and not hear what I was saying. Mm-hmm. Christina looked at Dan and she said, and she pointed to her personal area. She says, you have to, if you want to take care of this, you have to take care of me. I mean, then she pointed at me.
Oh, that poor.
So Dan just rolled his eyes like, fuck, maybe I'm going to move.
That poor son of a bitch. Oh, I could not. Oh.
She said, if you want this, you got to help with this. I think Dan's talking to his ex-wife again.
What? You think, don't go there.
You think Christina's going to scare him into going back to that?
I don't think. No, I think so. I think they're good for each other. They really. And I'm not going to complain. They've done a lot for me, and I appreciate everything they've done.
Yeah, I've never dated any redhead.
My
brother used to go out with a redhead.
That 14-year-old I dated was a redhead. A lot of years ago.
Oh, man. Steve, you really need to stop bringing that up.
Yeah, you need to stop bringing up how young that girl was.
I was 18.
and stop bringing up your age at the time.
Not like I was 56 dating a 14-year-old.
By the way, I never dated a 14-year-old when I was 14. Good Lord.
I dated a 12-year-old when I was 14.
Oh my God. No, I was too young to date.
We played a lot of tackle football.
Never dated anyone I played football. You're
Steve, you just need to just stop.
No, to answer your question earlier, after I took my massive poop, then I had to come in here because my heart was beating irregularly. Like we had
it came out with that much force.
You worked. Your bowel movement was such a workout; it changed your heartbeat.
Yeah. Good Lord. And messing with the machine that you call the nurse. She said, "What do you got down there?" Well, I got something different. He said, "Your heart rate changed." I said, "Well, I just came out of the bathroom. I had a big bowel movement, so that might have changed things." I could feel it coming. I'm like, I got it. When I said I gotta go, I gotta go. I barely made it.
Yesterday, let me continue to change the subject. Yesterday, there was the return of ropes day, Christina.
Oh, how did that go?
How'd that go?
My ropes, I was exhausted, but I did my ropes.
And you're back today?
No, I did what Dan said. Dan, remember he was telling me yesterday how to how I shouldn't bend. I should try to
sit up straight and not slouch.
Right.
I did what he suggested, and my back feels fine.
Good.
Dan's pretty smart.
Yeah, so I take his advice when it comes to that. So I do weights today. So
good deal.
I'm looking very forward to workout, which is actually why I should end the show. But let me just tell you guys, this was show number 1. We have 2 shows today. This was the free show. This is our last free show of the week, by the way. We have shows tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. But the only way to get those shows is to subscribe to our subscription service. Go to morningdisaster.net and sign up. In fact, it's free. You can get a free subscription for 7 days, or is it 7 days or 10 days or however long it is? I don't know how long it is.
7, I think.
7 days.
Or for eternity if you just keep changing your email.
Yeah, like Brent.
Yeah.
I just want to let everybody know after talking to Bubba yesterday, or Boobas, I'm sorry, that hopefully Smoke Signals will return next week in its entirety. I'll be home.
Oh, thank God.
Boobas will still be in rehab.
Is it a race now? Who's going to get home first?
Oh, I'm going home. I'm going home in the next day or so. Next day, I bet. I bet tomorrow I'll go home because I said okay to this driving to the hospital every day, which I don't want to do. But if it gets me out of here, I'll do it. And the more I thought about it, like I said, gets me out of the house every day, walk to my truck, walk to.
Yeah, I think that's great. By the way.
Yeah.
By the way, can I point out for the people that are subscribing to our service, you are allowed to add a photo. When you subscribe, you could add a photo to it.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Irene?
Add a photo.
Irene, baby, can you add a photo?
I think if you have Gmail or something, it automatically takes that photo. But you could also add a photo to it. And I just highly recommend you do that. You'll feel better. So,
right.
Add a photo. So that when you leave a comment, we see the photo. It looks really nice. So I'm just, inviting you to do that. So, but subscribe. Go to morningdisaster.net and subscribe. Subscribe to the show. We would love. Don't get me wrong. I would love to get as many more subscribers as possible. And literally a tier 1 subscription is only $5 a month.
I think we should set a goal for 2024 to get 50 new subscribers.
I'd like 1,000 more.
Well, 1,000 would be nice, yeah.
Mm-hmm. In fact, I'm going to give a number, and if we don't get it, I'm quitting.
Oh, shit. Here we go. I'm going to get it again, ain't I?
I'm just saying.
Don't do that.
I'm going to set a number, and if we don't get, then I'm just going to retire and not do the show anymore. And just say, screw it. But I can't do that because I know I've said this before. If I won the lottery, I would do a show the next day.
Right.
Because I'd have to make...
because I'd be drinking piss.
Yes, I'd make Steve drink piss. I can't... but I have to broadcast. I cannot go without broadcasting. That's my release. That's how I,
Mm-hmm.
But it would be nice to get 1,000 more subscribers. It really would.
I have a question. Did I miss last Monday before I came in the hospital? Or did I miss Tuesday's show? Was I on Tuesday's show?
No. That's when you went to the hospital.
That's when I came to the hospital Tuesday afternoon.
You missed the show.
I couldn't remember.
And then you missed. Didn't he miss most of Wednesday's show?
Probably.
I think so.
I'm sorry to all my loyal listeners, all my 2 loyal listeners.
Weren't those our best shows last week?
Yeah, they were. Because, it was you and myself and Dan.
Yeah. I was wondering why those shows were so much better than the usual show. Yeah. Oh, well.
I did get a very nice note from Puddin'.
He said some nice stuff.
Yeah, he said, even though I give you all kinds of shit, he said, dude, you make me laugh so hard I cry sometimes.
So you're not going to...
So I'm not going to kick his ass when he gets down here in Illinois. So.
By the way, I've been looking at. We have.
Hey, Joel.
Joel said, "I can't believe how clear Steve sounds when he's not high."
Yeah.
So they can actually understand you.
We have an exit survey when people cancel. I've talked about this before, and I remember how upset some people got.
That's where the fat load of shit came from. If I
heard. We have an exit survey when people decide to not subscribe any longer. Patreon asks, is this? Can you tell us why you are deciding to unsubscribe?
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the last time I read some of these, Steve got so upset that
he called me a fat little shit. He said, "Ray, you're great. Christina's great. But you really need to get rid of that fat load of shit, Steve."
And that's how we came up with the song "Fat Load of Shit," because of these surveys.
He's a fat load of shit.
Yeah. But I looked.
Just stand on these fat load of shit.
But I looked at reasons that some people canceled. And please remind me to read. Please remind me to read some of these. When I'm not going to name.
Please do. I'm sure that really helped my self-esteem a lot.
Get that damn heart rate monitor.
I'm not going to name any names. But let's wait until some people are out of the hospital.
Oh boy, here we go.
Before I read any of these surveys. So we'll leave it at that. All right.
I might want to do it while I'm in the hospital, just in case, so they can come and give me CPR.
Yeah, might give him another heart attack.
Yeah. So I'll wait till he's a little bit healthier before I read these.
Oh yeah.
But I'm just looking them over now. I'm looking them over, and
am I that bad for the show?
This is a free show, so maybe these people are back to listening. But let me just thank you. I just want to thank you for your honesty.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you for your honesty. Thank you so much.
For some reason, I don't see Dan, Christina, or Jason's name involved in any of these comments.
Well, yeah, for leaving the comments, yes. Besides, I have like 13 of them from Brent.
Oh, Brent don't count the shit.
Every time one of his fake email accounts. By the way, he's so cheap. He creates a fake email and then signs up for a free subscription.
Good God.
And then when that runs out, he creates another email and signs up for another free subscription.
Just pay the $5 a month. Good God.
You know, Brent, I see your pictures on Facebook, how you're traveling across the country with your kids.
He signs up for the $20. He signs up. He's smart. He'll sign up and get the upper tiers for free, which I didn't know that they could do that until I found out Brett was a tier 5. He's been a tier 5 subscriber for free.
Jesus.
He signs up for the tier 5 for free with different email addresses.
And then it cancels it every week.
No, it automatically.
What a piece of shit.
God damn.
You talk about me being a piece of shit.
It it automatically cancels if you don't, switch to start paying for it. He just uses a different email and signs up all the time. So,
I mean, it is pretty genius, but
I mean, there are certain people like I know my friend Michelle who does that. She's on disability, so she's on limited income. So it's okay. I understand that. And I'm glad she can participate in the show. Me and Michelle are good friends. She taught me a lot about life.
And then did she teach you anything else?
Yeah, we know what she taught you.
Some sexual things, and she also taught you shoplifting. Good for her.
She didn't necessarily teach me. I mean, I knew how before. I never felt comfortable. She just taught me what stores.
Just subscribe. Thanks, Danny. That's all.
Thank you.
Yeah, great. Thank you, sir.
Danny was Jim. He is Jim the photographer's nephew.
Oh, cool.
So Danny, you'll love if you want to hear your uncle again.
Oh yeah.
On the old episodes, dude. The old episodes. Jim is so featured on those. You'll love them. Go back and listen to some of the classic podcasts because Jimmy is all over them and he's just a star in those episodes. It's just a star.
Look at that. Stice is giving Brent pointers here. Just get kidney failure and you can get it for free.
Well, the goal with Stice is I'm hoping that one day his kidneys will be fine and he can pay for it.
Yeah.
Well, if he just suck it up and take part of my kidney, he would be fine. But he would know. He's
nobody wants your kidney.
Why? It's got all kinds of antibiotics.
Although it is, I was just gonna say, although it is full of antibiotics right now.
Yeah, now's a good time to take Steve's kidney.
Yeah, because it's in good shape now. Yeah. My pee stinks bad.
So I hope, Stice, I hope that you can. I hope your kidney's getting better.
Maybe Stice feels like if he takes part of my kidney, he'll feel obligated to let his wife be friends with me. I don't know. I believe me, Stice. I won't do that again. I learned my lesson the first time.
Yeah, he's got other people to stalk now.
Don't troll on people with the show. Only single ladies.
Yes. Good old Steve. Well, we should probably wrap it up so I can go work out because it's 10 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
We'll come back. We've got another subscriber show tonight at 6 o'clock. We will have another show for you. And I don't know. We were hoping that Steve would be home today.
Probably not. I don't know. We'll never know.
Tonight would be the first show with Steve home, but we don't know what's going to happen.
Well, yeah. She said she started working on it like at 9 o'clock. So it all depends on if they can get everything approved and everything. So.
Oh, well.
Because they even stopped something. Novalox or something that's because the level was good and all that. So we got the hiccups now.
All right. Well, we got to wrap
it
up.
But now, I'm ready to go. I mean, I'm ready. I feel good. No. I knew that I would now.
By the way, how long is it going to take for him being home? How long before he doesn't sound good anymore? Like Joel said, look at how clear. Listen to how clear he sounds now that he's not on the pot.
Well, let's see.
When he's high, you can't understand what the hell he says.
That'll be one of the first things he does.
It has been 9 days. Yeah. 9 days smoke free.
So you think the first show when he's home, he'll be a mess again?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I guarantee it.
Somebody gave me
some of the best shows he's done with us were when he was in the hospital.
I got a brand new vape I haven't even opened yet.
Oh shit.
I bet you
84%.
Bet you're missing that pot.
He's gonna be so
I am, but I'm not. I feel good. I mean,
so maybe you don't need all that weed.
Maybe not. Should I go clear everything out of the apartment?
I've got Christmas gifts.
Absolutely not.
I've got Christmas gifts that we still have to deliver. And I have not found time, but one of them is I got to get something to Steve.
No. Oh, you already did.
Yeah, we got something else we got to get to you.
I'll tell you what I really want to hit. I want to hit that. I got a clean pipe, but I really want to hit that flower your wife gave me. Whew, she said it's good stuff.
I've got to.
I might grind it up, put it in my hitters, and I do the hit before I come to the hospital.
And I've tried to get to Dan and Christina's house, but I've ran out of gas every time.
They live.
Oh,
you got to take a fucking plane, a helicopter, and.
So, but I don't know where the fuck. I can't figure out where they live to drop it off.
Oh Jesus!
So I'll have to get that all scheduled too. And
just go to the truck stop there and they'll leave it there and tell them it's there.
Gifts I got, and then we got something for Holly, and which I know she lives close, but we haven't gotten a free evening. I told my wife I want to take an evening to do it, but she's never home. She's always over at,
Mm-hmm.
She's over at the place she'd rather be than this place. So, and then when she gets home from my daughter's house, it's too late.
Just hold on to what you have for me and give it to me for my birthday, which is coming up.
That's a good idea.
On the 12th.
I
want all the listeners to know that.
And Holly and Jake, I've got to get all the gifts out to these people soon. But goddamn, if I could get my wife to come home after work instead of, going to her other home.
She's got to take care of her baby.
Well, listen.
I'm gonna take care of her baby's boyfriend now.
I'm gonna get my own place, so I don't spend as much money living here. It'd be cheaper for me to just get my own place,
Right.
Just move in with Bella. Then you will see him.
Yeah, then I'll see my wife every day. Yeah. If I lived at my daughter's apartment, I would see her every day. But I live here, so But I got to find time to get everything dropped off. So, all right, you guys, we got to wrap it up.
Okay.
Are you getting so Steve? Christina,
what are you doing?
Is he going to get out?
Picking?
Yeah, he's picking his.
Are you picking?
No, I have breaking news.
What?
One of my so-called open wounds is gone totally.
Yay!
So maybe you're starting to heal.
Oh yeah, I picked all the scab off of it.
Don't.
Stop picking.
It's not bleeding, so it's
get
good.
You're gonna get another infection from picking. Stop fucking picking.
Yeah, don't.
Shut up, Jan.
Don't tell me to shut up. I will come up there and beat your ass.
Jan.
Oh, I like that.
Why are you calling her Jan?
His mom must yell at him.
Sounds like my mother. Oh. Stop picking at that, Steven. God damn.
All right, we'll talk to you guys tonight. 6 o'clock tonight. 6 o'clock tonight is a subscriber.
6 o'clock.
Morningdisaster.net. Sign up and come join us. Anyway, thank you all for listening and viewing, and we'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody. Have a great rest of your